Hey, I'm Mentor for military fans. Welcome back to Ranger Ruck Thoughts with Belford. Today we're going to discuss the basic setup, movement techniques, setting in your FFP for today's United States Army sniper. Today we have a special guest, former United States Army sniper instructor Chris Rance, and a good friend of mine. Today he's going to discuss the basic loadout for United States Army sniper.
Hey, welcome everybody. So what I have in front of me right now is just a basic loadout of today's modern day sniper. I'm going to go ahead and work in a counterclockwise fashion and kind of give you guys an insight of what we take on an actual mission. First thing up is called the ghillie suit, okay? Usually this is a two-piece suit. You have a top and a bottom. What you see right now that's laid on to this ghillie suit is actual netting, roughly about 1 inch square netting with what we call is jute, okay? A good ratio for a ghillie suit is always going to be about 70 to 30. And what that means is you want to have about 30% of artificial vegetation, which will be the jute, and then you want about 70% of natural vegetation. And again, this is what we're going to pull or extract from our site, or from our hide site, okay? Going forward, fanny packs, we're bringing them back, okay? Inside the fanny pack, reason being this is a great piece of kit is allows us to keep it around our waist. And inside this fanny pack, we keep a lot of essential items and equipment that really helps us out, especially when we get into our final firing point. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about just a couple key items that I keep inside my fanny pack. First up is pruning shears, okay? What pruning shears are used is this is going to allow us to cut certain vegetation to one, layer it onto our actual ghillie top or bottom, or you actually trim out an actual loophole. Next up, you have the actual saw. All right, this again is really good to be able to cut through loopholes and whatnot and utilize it in your FFP. We have camo face paint here. All right, this is good because one, as you can see right now too, based off my skin tone and my color tone to the backdrop of my environment, you can see how that it really stands out. So again, we encourage face paint, even if it's a sniper mission or a hunting trip. If you want to blend in with your environment, definitely have a thing of face paint on you at all times. Hair ties and rubber bands, they're your best friend. What this allows us to do, it allows us to tie on certain hair ties, rubber bands to our ghillie top or to our equipment to then add that natural vegetation to create that layer, to create that depth. So that way our equipment and ourselves blend in with the actual environment. With gloves too, by putting face paint on our hands and stuff though, it's not an ideal practice. What I highly encourage you to do is to just wear gloves. Also, these gloves here were black, but I wanted to show you guys that even with black gloves, I was able to take a can of spray paint and to somewhat lighten up the palette on these actual gloves to kind of blend in with the actual environment. Last thing that I have in my fanny pack is just a set of bungee cords, and we'll show you guys how we utilize these bungee cords later on when we get to our actual FFP. Moving over to the good stuff, what we have here is we have a LaRue OBR chambered in 7.62x5.1. All right, 308 caliber. Also a 308, it's been around for many a decades. And again, it's been a tried and true workhorse in our profession. Can't be without an actual suppressor. What we have here is a Surefire FA762 SS suppressor that attaches to the end with the muzzle brake of the actual OBR. One key piece of equipment that I like to carry, this is called a periscope. You might have seen this, maybe some old World War I photos. They use these periscopes a lot in the trenches to be able to peer over their actual observation points to look beyond without actually exposing themselves. This is a great piece of kit to have, especially if I'm in a death-laden position and I wanted to kind of look over that military crest or crest of a hilltop or a key piece of terrain without exposing myself. I can go ahead and just extend this out, get eyes on the objective, bring it back down, and then continue on with my mission. Last thing up is an actual tripod. The tripod here, this is actually a hog saddle and the pick tripod itself. The tripod, it's an excellent piece of kit to have because we all understand that taking that prone belly shot just isn't always practical, especially in certain types of terrain. Last thing, all this piece of equipment will fit inside this actual drag bag, okay? This drag bag can be thrown over a shoulder or dragged in with the carabiner itself. But again, I keep all my critical pieces of equipment inside this drag bag. Last thing up is we're gonna go ahead and talk about the actual chest rig. So again, we're kind of talking about the modern day application of an actual sniper mission. So also I'm gonna have my actual loadout. So I'm gonna have magazines, I'm gonna have a communication device, I'm gonna have map, protractor, compass, ride and rain notebook with additional map markers and pencils. I'm also gonna have some optical cleaning kit, because especially like in the morning, when you have that morning dew come out, that can be an adverse effect onto your actual optics. So before I take that shot, I want to make sure that my equipment is good to go.
Hey Trent, I think it's time to move on out to our FFP and see what we can do. Hey guys, here we are. We've used our movement techniques up to our FFP. We've used walking, crouch, kneeling, low crawl, and let's see if we can go find our sniper. As the sniper moves up about 200 meters from his target, he's going to change his positions, getting as low as he can, using his terrain around him, all the defilade that he can find to conceal his movement as he moves through the woods. As you see here, I have a trail right here. As a sniper, you're going to want to avoid that natural line of drift, because that means something or somebody has traveled on that quite a bit. Once I get up here to my defilade, I'm going to start watching my movement techniques, and it might take me 20 or 30 minutes to move 15, 20 feet to move up and get set in my position. As you can see here, our sniper's set in his FFP. He has green on his head, because if you can see the little pine trees over there, about the same size as he is. The shrubs on the tripod legs, the brown foliage on the weapon. He has his barrel camouflaged. He has a little bird nest inside of his scope. His hands are camouflaged. He has his face painted, and he's ready to take his shot.
So as you can see right now, I have my target in my sights. It might look a little blurry to you, but what I'm actually doing right now is I'm actually burning through the actual vegetation. The most important thing, be it sniper application or hunting, is you want to make sure that you have a clear ballistic loophole. What that means is when I fire a shot, you do not want that round to hit any type of branches or any type of item that could cause a possible deflection of that round. So when I break this shot, I know by checking my ballistic loophole and having a good loophole, I know I can put that round on target. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Sniper, send it! All right, hey, we've taken our shot. Let's see if we can go find our sniper. I'm looking for solid lines. I'm looking for shine. I'm looking for movement. Let's see if we can find some. There he is. Thanks for watching today's Modern Sniper segment. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, become one of our Patreon fans so you don't miss any of our videos, and go and follow us on Instagram. Rangers, lead the way.